Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a very special island tour, you guys. Neopets Island is done. I could not be any happier. It is a year in the making. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I apologize, this is going to be a little bit of a longer tour because I need to explain some things for people who aren't so familiar with the world of Neopets. So, my resident services I made to look like Neopian Central, which is the place that you start after you log into the game and you get everything going. So, we have the shop wizard, which is resident services. I used my little buddy over here, who you can't see. There he is. I use my little buddy there to denote that that is what this is for. Now, the shop wizard is, of course, where you can buy things, but Neopian Central is, of course, the shopping district of everything that kind of goes on. Um, Here you can see a more detailed map of Neopian Central. So we've got the pharmacy, post office, the bazaar, and the general store. So as you make your way to the left, to the left, to the left, you come up here. You see Eagerly at the general store. And we have the little general store man right outside the door. We use Nook's Cranny because that's what we had available. And over here we've got the bazaar, which I think is super cute. I love the way that it came out. And next to the bazaar, of course, we have the soup kitchen where the soup fairy resides. Now, in the game, if you're really low level and you decide to go to the battle dome and get your butt kicked, you can go to the soup fairy and she will feed your Neopets uh, for free, but you have to have less than 300 Neo points in your account. So there are some stipulations, but I thought this turned out super cute. I love the way that it is connected to our Able sisters. Now, as we make our way down to the road, down the road, we come to the museum, of course. Now, the museum is what I chose to do as my art center. Now, the art center is, of course, where the Neopian Times are, which is the newspaper. You can do the art gallery, which shows any art that you've submitted to the site. It will be showcased in the art center. They've got poetry contests. They've got so many cute things. It is just such a joy to spend all of your time in the art center. And moving right along, we're going to go down. And we're going to go over to the bank. Now, the bank is, of course, where you deposit all of your Neo points, and it accumulates over time. And it is run by a Skeeth, and now this guy is a terror, let me tell you. But I'm going to show you how I decorated this bank. It is so cute. I love it. It's such a fun little design. And it's got the Neopian bank. We're doing some 1.0 action here with the safe and the makeshift like ATMs, but I have an actual ATM over there. And then we've got the security place in the back. Neither one of the other rooms are decorated, so I just I didn't really want them, but I needed them for storage while I was working on the island. So it was, one of those inevitable things that you just have to do. I didn't upgrade it fully, so what can I say? I should have, though, is what I should have done. I should have done it. So we're gonna go here to the entrance. I did something really simple, really fun, and it's just just a welcoming side, right? It's just so inviting and so endearing. I absolutely loved it. And I kind of loved being able to go one of four directions. So the next place we're going to go to is the Altador Cup area. Now, the Altador Cup is a huge event that takes place on the Neopets website. It is pretty much like a glorified soccer game, but it uses an item called a UU ball. And the UU ball is just this round spherical being that when it kind of is, it's normally like a star shape. It's like a six-sided star. It's really cool. And then it just like curls up into a ball, and then that's what you use. And that's kind of how I did this little soccer field. I think it turned out super cute. I love all of the different stadium stuff. I love, making it feel like you're in an actual map. And this is where King Altador himself resides. And I didn't actually decorate his house. Lobo is my King Altador. Because, when you look at Altador, he's kind of like, he's pretty bad. In a good way. So this is how we did Lobo's house. I think it turned out super, super cute. I think everything sort of jived together, the coloring, and, now that I have a really good relationship with pathing, and those of you that know, the struggle that it has been to get this pathing right. So big shouts out to my bestie for helping me with all of these difficult things. And I decided to keep this Welsh Pride build because I think it went really cute with the whole island, so I didn't decide to get rid of it. And my beaches, I neglected. Why? Because I just did. I wanted to be done, and I thought the core island is perfect. Like, there's no real need to really overdo it. And Iggly, I need you to move. Thank you. I love you, buddy. All right, next we are going to continue to make our way to the left. And this is where we have the Rainbow Fountain. Now, the Rainbow Pool Rainbow Fountain is one of the most sought after things in Neopets because this is where you can take a normal looking Neopet, like this Hissy, for example. It's green in the top right hand corner, or top left hand corner, sorry. And then if you dip it in the rainbow pool, it will change colors. Occasionally, you can get it to change species. It's just all a matter of how lucky you are. So I had such a fun time building this. There was a video on it as well. And look at Lobo. He's here just overruling his kingdom. Like, what are you doing, sir? Are you admiring the rainbow pool? I'm glad you like it. I'm really, really glad you like it. It took me forever to do. So, moving along, we are going to enter into Anka's territory. Anka is in the Lost Desert. Now, the Lost Desert is where you can play some really fun games, but it is also sort of the most Egyptian looking thing, and I thought Anka was perfect. So I actually did this build as a collab, but I think it turned out incredibly cute. And again, with the path, we connected everything, and Anka's house didn't change at all. It was perfect for what we were trying to accomplish. And the Lost Desert is arguably, and this is where Colton's shrine is at, and now King Colton ruled over the Lost Desert, and he was just an amazing character in the game. And actually, if you get far enough in the battle dome, which is like the battle arena, if you get far enough, you can actually challenge him, and he will kick your booty if you're not careful. We are gonna continue up and over because I remembered the direction I have to go. For this next one, we are going to be visiting Terror Mountain, which is home to Iggly. Now, this would look a lot better in the snow, but because this island is not going to be set in winter, we have to use our imagination. So, Terror Mountain is where the advent calendar is. Now, those of us that have been playing Neopets for a long time, December is always our favorite time in Neopets because if you visit the advent calendar every day during the month of December, you will get a lot of really cool stuff. And at the end of it, you also sometimes can get a paintbrush. You can get a pet paintbrush, which is super cute. Pets are like companions for your Neopets. Such a cute and novel concept. So I really enjoyed. I actually built this during the winter, so it looked 10 times better. But I think overall, it turned out super cute, and it leads to an orchard that it needed an orchard. This is a transition area for me, and unfortunately, it doesn't lead up. But that's okay. We have a ladder, so we can make our way up. There isn't a ladder in the game, unfortunately. I didn't leave a ladder in the dream address, and I forgot I put a fence there. So we're gonna move on. Is what we're going to do. I want to take you to this beautiful little. All of these transition areas are just so inviting and so intoxicating. Look at this pathing. I am so proud of myself. And now Julian is my protector of the rainbow fountain. I did forget to mention that. So Julian's house is over here, and it is actually next to this little beautiful park area where you can just overlook, sit, chill, relax, and then it leads up into this pathway. Now from here, you can go right to Shenku, which we will go to, or you can go up to the secret lab, which we will get to. But where I'm going to take you is to Croc Island. And on Croc Island, there are two important places to always go. The Golden Doubloon, which is the bar, and this is Drago's house. I made Drago's house the Golden Doubloon. It's a cute little dive bar. I thought Drago would absolutely love this, and he does. Look at him. He made a mess, is what he did. He made a mess, but he's happy. He's excited, right? He's just confused, what he is. And so I thought what would be really kind of cute. It has nothing to really do with the storyline or in the game at all. But what I did is I made Drago his own brewery in the back. So we've got all of the bottles, we've got everything that we possibly need, all ready to go. Now, connected to Croc Island, there's a special place. It's called the Forgotten Shore. Now, on the Forgotten Shore, you can get pieces of a treasure map. Now, I did it in this order for a very specific reason, because the Forgotten Shore is actually where you have to find all of the missing pieces to the secret lab map. Or you can buy the secret lab map outright, but it is going to cost you a lot of money. A lot of money. So we're going to go back a little bit. And you guys know who my bestie is, right? You know the bestie. Bestie resides in Shenku. Now, Shenku is this beautiful Japanese-inspired everything. And so it would not be a proper Maraqua Crossing island if it did not have the queen herself, Pico. Now, I did not do or redo any of the houses. That's the only thing I didn't do. And I'm okay with that because I did the outside of the houses. So I wanted to kind of mimic a temple because within Shenku there is something called the Lunar Temple. And the Lunar Temple is where you go and you solve these puzzles. And it's just a cute little interactive game that you can do in this particular part of Neopia. And it is by far one of the cutest things. It's my favorite place in all of Neopets, but I might be a little bit biased. So Pico fit perfectly for what I was trying to do and what I was going for. So I had to have her. Plus, she's my bestie. I had to have her all the time. A little side here. This is my version of the money tree. Now, the money tree in Neopets is located in Neopian Central. But this one I put here primarily because it's just a little bit of an offshoot. You can still get here. And it's not that far off of Neopian Central. And so the money tree is where you go and you can get free items if you're fast enough. And sometimes they've got map pieces and they've got all kinds of really cool stuff in there, or you can just get old shoes. They got boots and stuff in there too. So it's all a matter of what you're looking for. This one was my favorite area to make, actually. There was so much nostalgia as I was creating this, and I just could not believe how great it came together. And it just turned out remarkable. Remarkable. Moving on. Remember when I was talking about the Forgotten Shore and how you can collect the secret lab map pieces? Well, here's what a complete secret lab map looks like. And each one of these pieces is you can either find them during like random events, or you can actually buy them if you really want to use all of your saved up Neo points. So I chose Petrie to be my little mad scientist. I think she's perfect. I didn't even have to redo her house. The inside of it is exactly what I wanted it to be. So we made this really cute little windy path. And now behind her house is the secret beach. But that's also where the lab is at. And we're going to see if we can get there. So you go up the stairs. And then you can go around. You can come down. And you can't make it. But I built it that way for a reason. Because like you have to work to get to it, right? You have to. This particular player hasn't completed the map, so they don't get to go there. Unfortunately. All right, now moving down. If you guys remember, we built this one on stream. I think it still turned out really cute. I just did a little bit of a transition. But this is my drake's nest. Now in the game, this is where you take drake eggs and you can make a drake. Now this is what a drake actually looks like in the Neopets game. This is a fairy drake. And so you always bring the eggs here. You let them hatch. The cheapest egg to get is a pirate drake egg. And so you'll always get a pirate drake. Now there is a way, of course, you can get other drake eggs, like a blue one or anything like that. And then if you're fortunate enough to be able to either afford a paintbrush, you can take them to the rainbow fountain and change their color. Or you can, if you have the secret lab unlocked, you can take them there and zap them, And sometimes that'll change their species, sometimes it'll change their color, or sometimes it'll just make them a pile of dust. And that is the way the cookie crumbles. That's how you roll it. And so it is such a cute and sought after section of Neopets as well. So if you want to talk about a goal for playing Neopets, basically what it is you are on a hunt for these secret lab map pieces. Because once you have that map unlocked, then it's a complete game changer. But it really is all left up to chance. So as we go down the path, we are going to make our way to Tyrania. Now Tyrania is where the giant omelet is, which you can visit every day and get a free omelet piece that you can feed to your Neopets. This is also where the concert hall is. Now they have concerts where you can get merchandise if you attend the concert that you can dress up your Neopets with. Super, super cute, right? So I have chosen to have Tucker live here, and because he's perfect for it, right? He's perfect for that sort of caveman Tyranian look that everybody's going for. And I think he fits the mold perfectly. All right, one last stop on our journey. This journey, friends, if you remember, is I want to say well over a year to a year and a half in the making. The sense of completion that I feel for having finally done it, and done it to a degree where I feel like it has truly manifested something great. It's an overwhelming feeling, really. I have one more place to show you, actually, before we get there. And I forget it because it's really not that important, because it's Cephalobot. Now I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate because I almost intentionally forgot about Cephalobot. He is in charge of can you I'm trying to give a tour. Could you possibly move over a little bit? Oh my god. You're really... You know what? Fine. Anyway, so this is the virtual pet station on the island of Credulor. And on here you can go to the Neocola machine and you can get something called a blurp, which is super delicious. I'm almost sure of it. But it's also the home of the Grundos, which is a lot of people's favorite Neopets because it looks like a giant alien frog. And that's what a lot of people really seem to enjoy. And so we kind of did it up with some space stuff. We've got the flying saucers and the rockets and the gears and just kind of everything that... Now you move. Now you move. I'm going to put your car back now. Is that okay? Can I do that? Can you not? Jeez. All right. We'll fix it. So, sorry. Tangent. If I didn't not like him before, I don't like him. Because I'm trying to give a tour. And he is deciding that he wants all the attention. And I can't with him right now. He's being a total diva. Is what's going on. Alright, we're going to traverse through Shinku. We're gonna wave hi to Pico. Alright, the last leg of our journey is the Haunted Woods, and the Deserted Fairground. Now, this is Lucky's resident of choice, obviously. I did do a video on this. I did a speed build for the Deserted Fairground. I thought it was so cute, so creepy. I love the creepy vibes. Leading back here. And now, the Haunted Woods is where a lot of the Halloween events take place, obviously. And so Lucky was the one and only choice for this particular location because he's lucky. All right, that's all I have to say. He's lucky, and that's all right. This is also the home of the brain tree and the esophagus. Now, the brain tree is kind of the quiz master of Neopets. This is where you get a quest from the brain tree and you go all around Neopia to find all the answers. And then you take those to the esophagus. And then you have to give him the correct answer in order to get the rewards from the brain tree. So those two are really connected. I love this pathing though. It is super, super cute. It's not creepy in any way. The lore behind the pathing is Lucky has one eye. So really, he needs all the help he can get to see what's going on. And so all of the eyes have it, my friends. And this is Lucky's house back here. It is super, super adorable. I absolutely love it. And this hoppity hop situation, always, always, always. A beautiful transition area. And here we are, back where we started. And you guys, I cannot tell you enough how incredibly honored I am that you all stuck around in this process. It has been so much fun. It's been very challenging, but it's been very fun. So, thank you guys so much for sticking around, sticking with me. The official DA for this island is on your screen right now. It is also in the description of this video, and cheekily, it is also on the thumbnail. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much. I love you all. Remember, be good to yourself and be good to each other. Bye.